Specs News.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Preach, home of Los Santos' best and only news station. In the news today, crime has spiked in the past few days, with two gangs in particular, the Ballers and the Grove Street Hoodlums, seemingly being the instigators in the most recent disruptions. In light of this troubling news, we here at the Daily Preach took it upon ourselves to join in with the rather divisive Adopt a Gangster campaign that was set up by the police in order to help them track gang members. We even got a certificate. We were covertly given our gangster in the local donut shop's parking lot. CJ, a prodigal son of the Grove Street Hoodlums who was returning to Los Santos because of his mother who had just died. Upon leaving Los Santos Airport, our boys in blue kindly offered CJ a lift to Grove Street and simultaneously managed to conceal a tracking device on his person so we could track him as part of our adoption package. So, what does a gang member do all day? Why do they wear their pants halfway down their ass cheeks? And why are there no pink gangs? All these questions and more we aim to uncover. We caught up with CJ today, outside of his house, to ask how we felt about being back in Grove Street. CJ, we see you're back in Grove Street today. How does it feel to be back in Grove Street after all this time?
Being back with the homies, you know. I hated that I had to come back because my mom's got killed, but I'm going to get some wet with Big Smoke and Ryder, and it feels cool to be back in the streets.
Wow, yeah. What about OG Loke, though? I see you've been hanging around with him as well.
OG Loke is going to be the biggest rap homie in the world because I got the book from the rap man who has all the songs, and I killed 10 people to get it, so he can't possibly fail. That's the way that's going to go down.
Yeah, Mad Dog. I did see that he got robbed. Actually, other news places thought he got robbed by an asthmatic with the amount of sniffing that was going on there. That's interesting, that, isn't it?
That's me? But why?
That was weird. I don't know what was wrong with me. I perhaps had smoked a doobie. I don't know the answer to that, but it was suggestive and a little arousing.
So we also found that you found a lady love named Denise, which is lovely to hear, CJ. Congratulations for that.
That's how I roll, you know. So I met Denise at a barbecue that was going on, and she got a little stressed out by the heat from the barbecue. So I rescued her because she felt threatened. But Denise is my girl. She enjoys drive-bys and Taco Bell, but unfortunately she doesn't appear to want to put out. But I'm told that this surely must be the next time I take her for Taco Bell or a drive-by. She's a wild one, you know?
That is interesting, but I must clarify something here. Our footage, as you know, we're not stalking you, but we are keeping an eye on you, as you are our investment now. It looked like you started a fire. Is that?
No. That's the police twisting things up. I turned up to this barbecue, and somebody asked me to get them a beer, and I was outside, and they were inside. So I got I got some alcohol for them, and I tossed it to them, and they dropped it, and then it went onto the barbecue. So yeah. That was a real shame, but I only did a normal thing, you know.
Wow, yeah, that does explain some things. I did catch you doing some criminal things. I must admit, I did catch you doing some criminal things. We caught you trying to shake down a pizza parlor with Ryder. That didn't go so well.
That was a joke. That was jokes. That's what that was. So me and my homie Ryder went to get some pizza so I can stay fat, because some of the ladies like big fat people. And and he thought it would be funny to pretend to hold up the place. And if you check that security camera, you'll see that they recognized Ryder and knew it to be a bit of bants is what that was. Because I don't want to come back here to Grove Street and start a life of crime. Like that's not okay with the police watching me. Mm-mm.
That's a very noble thing. Can you explain then why we did see you and Ryder robbing a veteran of his paraphernalia from the war later on? Is that moving services, perhaps? Is this a misunderstanding?
Again, that story lacks context, right? That guy was mentally unstable, and he had crates of actual ammunition and war surplus in his house, in his bedroom. I want to point out there. So Ryder, who is actually a community carer, that's what he's been doing while I've been away.
Oh, nice.
Shouts to Ryder. So Ryder found this out and found out that this man was in danger, but you know what it's like with the police. They won't take it seriously. Like, mental health is just not being addressed properly. So Ryder said, CJ, you're really good at sneaking around quietly. And so I helped that old man by getting rid of anything that he could harm himself with. I believe I got a reward for doing that as well, actually, if you check.
That's really noble. It's nice to see you doing it's great things for the community as soon as you're back. Not just graffitiing every actual surface. Also, I think it's really. I just want to reiterate that it's really lovely that you found Denise, especially when earlier, just to ourselves, it looked like you had zero sex appeal. So we saw you hit the gym.
Yeah, I'm not looking for love, you know. So I think that was playing into it. What I've been working on is my neck to increase its girth. I've been focusing on myself and looking inward, especially with the passing of my mom. Shout out to her. Sex appeal is all about chains and dog tags and whether you can wear a vest top. So I'm going to work on that in the future, but it's not something I'm concerned with. Is the zero sex appeal?
No, you did seem a bit concerned with it at the time, but it's nice to see that your neck is just getting wider and wider. You look a bit like Brock Lesnar. It's lovely to see.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Appreciate it. It's good to be noticed.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Do you have anything else you'd like to speak about on your first day back at Grove Street?
I would like to say through my actions, I've grown a sense of community, and we're seeing the results of that. I don't know if you've seen, but like you can just feel as you go from street to street that Grove Street is putting back, and we've decided to wear the color green in tribute to Robin Hood because we're giving back to the community and try to keep it safe. I think that's going well so far.
That's really noble.
Yeah, I think so. It's a safer place to be right now because of me personally. Yeah. And the homies, obviously.
Just having a look through my paperwork here, just a second. Yeah, it does look like crime rate increased by 200% in a day. That's not due to you, is it?
In a way, because there's been an entrenched criminal element that's occurred. And so by me cleaning up the streets, those guys have been retaliatory. Mm-hmm. You know? The local community has lived in fear for a long time, and I've returned and started to clean that up. Do you know what it is? You know when you go to like do a deep clean of your house, and it has to get messier before it then results in being really nice because you've got that's what's happening essentially. And if you talk to anybody, yes, there's been a bit of a spike according to the news and your propaganda network. But ultimately, the core of our endeavor, the Robin Hood endeavor is what I'm calling it actually, is safer for everybody. And it's the people that are doing better.
The people, yeah, we did see you run over a few of the people earlier. That was purely accidental, we assume.
Okay, there's a big drug problem, which I'm trying to stamp out, obviously, leading that community effort, Operation Outreach. And there's a lot of people who are just... Honestly, I've got to tell you, it's really sad. If I could tell you this little story is... Little Chesney, who lived in Grove Street, has become addicted to meth. And as I was carefully walking around at the speed limit in my car, little Chesney was supposedly going to see his grandfather. But he actually was so desperate for more meth that he stole from his grandfather money and bought meth from one of the Purple Gang, the Ballers, which are just awful people. He took the meth and was stumbling into the street. And it was me in the car, but it could have been anyone, you know? That's, yeah. And, I have to live with that. And I will.
You do seem really torn up about it, I must say.
I feel I've got the character and strength of mind to push on through those dark times, but I do see little Chesney every time I close my eyes.
That's
shouts.
Yeah, shout out to Chesney. Okay, then we'll leave it there then, CJ. We'll let you get back to your sick BMX skills, which certainly could do some work, and also your neck pumping, which is going frighteningly well. I
hope to update you one day with how my triceps are doing.
Nice. We look forward to that.
Thank you.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed this first day of our look at gang life in Los Santos. We can only imagine that CJ's sex appeal will go down and his neck and reputation will continue to grow. Thanks for all for watching. See you next time.
Bex News.